Hello, everybody. It's a new episode of Bops and Bangers.
Wow.
I know. That's actually our new theme song.
I like the slowness of it.
Thank you. Honestly, it's the Broadway remix.
Yeah.
Ashley and I are in a very Broadway baby mood.
Yep.
We have an exciting episode planned for you all today, including highlights from our New York City trip, including the sighting of one Broadway whale, great white whale, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh my God, it was the best.
And we have a bunch of new music to discuss. We are finally getting some creativity back.
Yeah.
You're done traveling.
Oh, God bless. I made it, you guys.
People are like, how is she doing? I was like, she's been traveling since South by Southwest.
Yeah. No, I have literally only been home, I think, a total of 10 days since South by, which was March 9th.
Yeah, the later part of March. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the middle of March.
Yeah, it was
March
right
10th.
after your birthday.
Yeah.
So
it's been a while. We are now almost the end of May, and it has been nonstop. But I made it.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling good. It's kind of like a come down.
Yes.
It's like a weird, now I feel like stressed just about like life. I'm like, oh, now I have to like get
Catch
my
up.
life caught up.
Yes.
And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, especially music.
Oh my God.
The amount of releases currently coming out every week is becoming quite overwhelming to, I think, everyone.
It's too much.
It's much too much.
I mean, God damn.
Yeah, and it's like actual stuff we want to listen to.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah, people are coming back.
Oh, I know.
Out of nowhere.
I know. We have Ashley's going to talk about Boys Like Girls coming back, and it's an exciting mo.
I have a lot to say.
Yeah, you have feelings.
Yeah, I've got feelings, and I'm excited to talk about that. But that will be the very end of the episode, so buckle up.
Buckle up, baby.
Oh, this is Bops and Bangers, by the way.
Oh, damn. We were usually so good. This is Bops and Bangers. I am Kelsey.
And I'm Ashley.
And let's jump into our beautiful New York City trip, which was, honestly, I miss it already.
Oh, my God.
What a fun time with us.
With us.
For us?
For us?
Together
us. I literally was thinking together, too. Together us.
Together us.
I gotta take my gum out.
That's fair.
Excuse me. I was like moving it around in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Popping bubbles.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's not good. Let's not do that. No one wants that. I love New York.
In New York. Literally, the amount of times Ashley uttered that phrase of music.
Empire State of Mind, fucking shit slaps.
Shit slaps.
And when you're in New York, you just feel it in your bones.
And I was cry laughing because we actually flew into New Jersey, and she started singing. I was like, you can't sing this yet. We're not in New York. The second we got through the tunnel, I was like, now. And she's just like, in New York.
Our driver was like, okay.
Yeah, he giggled.
Settle down.
He loved it. He loved it.
It's a magical place. Hasn't changed at all. Like we were talking about how we were like, the news makes it feel like COVID like fucked shit up.
Yeah.
And it didn't come back.
Yeah.
But it's back, baby.
Oh.
The streets are hopping. The tourism is insane.
Bustling.
It's honestly like, I was telling her, I'm like, Austin's kind of a bigger shithole in the streets.
Yes. Yeah. It seems like, I think we see a lot more like businesses out of businesses be out of business.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing is like, there's still a lot, like people are going out still.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that was the big, like New York was so shut down.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see that people didn't like panic.
Yes.
You know what I like, and like just shut themselves away forever.
Yeah, no, it's back, baby.
It's back.
And oh my God, Broadway is Broadway. It is magic. I mean, basically we went there first before we even get into Broadway.
I know
we should do a day by day thing.
I think we should almost do I think a Broadway and then
the girl meetup.
The girl meetup.
Yeah.
We did go for Broadway.
We went for Broadway.
Yes.
Because we haven't gone since 2019 and we are just bougie gals who love a good Broadway play.
And let me tell you, when it got announced that Josh Groban was going to be in Sweeney Todd, I told Ashley, like, we're going. Yeah. I don't care. Like, we're going.
It's happening.
So that was my intent, was going to New York to see Josh Groban in Sweeney Todd. And if you didn't know, we are huge Broadway musical theater nerds.
Yeah. didn't know I was such a big nerd, but no one knows anything about Broadway.
I knew.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew. We have grown up on the original Broadway cast recordings of nearly everything.
Yes.
We have continually seen shows together, and the last show we saw was Moulin Rouge in 2019. So just a little backstory that we love.
We are Broadway gals.
Broadway babies, some might say.
Yeah.
So Josh Groban in Sweeney Todd, my love. My little love for Josh Groban is immense. I have been obsessed with his, like, I love, obviously, his, like, pop stuff. Like, you raise me up.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's powerful. But this man, as a Broadway singer,
Yeah.
will give your soul
life. Literally did not want, I keep telling everyone, like, I just didn't want it to end. The play was so fun.
Fun.
You kind of, people know the story of Sweeney Todd. They've seen the movie maybe, Johnny Depp, whatever it is. But it live in front of you in play form is so fun.
It is so much fun.
The cast was incredible. We had the understudy playing Miss Lovett.
Yes. And
she was amazing.
We were like cry laughing.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
So funny.
Because she was so just like
in character.
Yeah. And just so, you always worried about like an understudy's chemistry with the main like person.
But it was perfect.
I didn't see a misstep, from either of them. And it was so... It was her first.
I know, in her first
show
time,
as an
which makes more sense because you could see Josh like kind of like smirking a little sometimes.
Yeah. Oh my god, when they were like fake laughing, during the whole like the pipers to piping, that part. I saw that too.
Like now it makes more sense that it was her first time because like people were like cracking up a little bit because she's hilarious. Really good. I would love to see. Let's go back because I want to see like the original cast. But I also
don't tell me a good time.
But no, mate, it was amazing.
And there was also Gatton Mazzarato. I can't say his last name. Who is Dustin in Stranger Things? Mm-hmm. He was also in it. And
incredible voice.
He's also a little Broadway baby though. Yeah. He was in Les Mis as Gavroche when he was a baby. Actually, 90% of the Stranger Things kids have been on Broadway.
I know, it's crazy. Tell me that.
Yeah. It's Sadie Sink was Annie.
Oh wow,
it's wild. But again, Josh Groban in a musical theater setting is so fanny flutters, as my partner says.
Sings so easily.
Yes,
like it just comes out in this beautiful tone that like. It's captivating. Yeah, it's really good. Like, you just don't want it to stop. You're like, just keep singing.
And to kind of go into our what we saw next, Josh also has a lot of emotion in his voice, much like Ben Platt in Parade. I know Ben Platt, maybe some people have issues, I don't know, with him.
Really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't like Dear Evan Hansen.
Why?
They think it capitalizes on mental health in a bad way.
But I
love that show.
It's nice to have things showcased like that because a lot of people go through it. But I get it.
And I think But we also got to see Parade, which is a hilarious story that I'm going to make Ashley.
We saw 2 plays in a trip.
We did. And Ben Platt has been in Parade. And if you don't know Parade, it is a heart-wrenching true story about Leo and Lucille Frank. They are 2 Jewish people living in the South in like the early 1900s. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
And he gets accused of a horrific crime that he actually didn't do.
He didn't commit. And then he almost gets set free. And then shit happens. Yeah. And then shit happens. So look at the story. It's really interesting.
The music is beautiful. If you're a Jason Robert Brown fan, he did The Last 5 Years. That's like his most well-known. But this show is very important, especially in today's conversation of anti-Semitism. That's why they brought it back, actually, is because they wanted to have like a
discussion about it.
Yeah. And I thought that was really interesting. But once again, Ben Platt's voice is so good.
It's so good.
Again, the emotion.
God, I literally got onto the plane. We left New York the next day and I listened to the soundtrack like 3 times in a row. Like the soundtrack's out on Spotify. The album just came out, I think, in like March or something. Yes. Go fucking listen to it, start to finish. You get the whole gist of the story.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking, the cast
is so good.
Everyone sings amazingly.
Oh my God.
Like, and it was fun. I was telling Kelsey as we were leaving because the cast like ranges from like 15-year-olds to 60-year-olds. Yes. Like it's such a range of ages that you can just see everyone get highlighted and just sing their heart out.
That's very true. Really cool. I kind of like that about that show is you got highlights of everyone singing.
Yes.
And it wasn't just Ben Platt.
No, because it's like everybody.
Because when you think of Dear Evan Hansen, Ben Platt carries that whole fucking show.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the most of it.
90% the whole time. Of the show.
Yeah, no, this show is like I mean, Ben doesn't sing. He has like 4 songs.
Yeah, maybe
3.
Yeah, he's probably like, thank fucking God, I'm tired.
I know.
Like, whew,
I need a minute.
But but the whole debacle of getting to Parade was
my God,
a nightmare.
It wasn't an easy, I'll
set it up and I'm going to let you tell the great white whale story.
Oh, yes.
So we bought tickets off of StubHub. StubHub is known to be safe. Like I've bought so much and no issue whatsoever. Weirdest issue ever. We essentially were told that we would not get our tickets until 2 hours prior to the show, which was already like a red flag.
Weird.
Never had that happen before. And 2 hours rolls around. I'm like, Ash, we don't have these tickets. And we're like eating dinner.
I know. We're like,
okay, we're just gonna wing it.
If we just don't go, like, we don't get tickets, what do we do?
So we like are figuring out. We essentially get told like, go to the box office. They'll be there. We're like, okay, I don't
like we got them off StubHub. We're gonna be like, hey, we bought these off StubHub. Here's my name. They're gonna be like, fuck off.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, that's a joke.
Yeah.
We get there, go to the box office. They're like, no, but we think this girl sitting over here is about to buy your tickets and upload them. And lo and fucking behold, 6:57 p.m. The show starts at 7. We get our tickets. The stress Ashley and I were put through, I'm pretty sure gray hairs came at me. We were like, do we
get standing room? Like I was ready to just like kind of buy a ticket and see what happened.
Do anything.
But yeah, no, it was super weird because the girl that was there, can anyone give us info on this? Like what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It was like a ticketing company that was selling through StubHub, but how do you sell? Did you ever ask Michelle?
We got a refund. When Michelle comes in tomorrow, I'm going to ask her all about this. Because we got a refund from StubHub.
So those weren't our seats.
I told you.
They couldn't have been.
There's no way.
She bought the tickets right then and there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I knew because I am a bougie bitch. I ask for really good tickets.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird to be up in the mezzanine for me. Like Michelle wouldn't have done that.
Michelle said they sold the tickets to someone else.
Yes.
So anyways, this is a scam thing. Yes. It has to be. A weird scam thing.
Or they forgot, or someone fucked up.
Someone fucked up. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so dive into our Ben Platt, our Great White Whale story.
Yeah. So everything happens for a reason, and we were standing there at the box office waiting for our fucking tickets from the sketchy ass website, and as we were waiting there, standing by the box office window. So if you don't know, on Broadway, box office isn't outside. It's like inside of this little front hall, and then you can go into the theater. So we were standing in that little room before you could walk into the theater by the box office windows. It was basically just like us and a few other people that were scrambling to get tickets. And as we were standing there back to the walls facing the outside where the security people are, Kelsey like fucking spots Lin-Manuel Miranda walking through the doorway with his security guards. And she's like, Lynn. And I was like, what? As we were already like heart palpitating from not getting tickets. And we're so stressed out. It's like literally 6:55. Like, what the fuck? We're not going to make it in. And then Lynn comes through. So when we see him, both Kelsey and I know our faces are absurd.
I was like
literally jaw dropped to the floor, like so ecstatic. So he makes direct eye, because we're not that far from him. Like we are standing in the little
like
space.
10 feet maybe.
Less. I would say like 4.
Sure.
It was so close. And then he walks through and he sees us, like directly sees us being like, oh my God, as we're like panicked, probably flushed because we don't even know if we're getting tickets. And then as he keeps walking like through the doorway of the theater, he literally looks back at us and like smirks at us, like does like I see you guys being panicked.
And I think it was also kind of nice because it's not like we were like, holy fuck. Like, we did not make it a big deal. We were just like, oh, like between me and you, it was like, oh my God, you know, it was like a holy fuck moment. That is like one of the most prolific Broadway babies
we are like
now.
The king of Broadway. Like he just literally is walking through
The current king of Broadway is just gracing us with his presence.
So I literally have never felt so seen. And then him looking back at us because I was like, oh my, and he knew that we knew that he knew.
And I'm telling you, he sprinkled magic on our lives.
Yeah, we got our tickets right after that.
Because we got our tickets 2 minutes later.
He was like, the king of Broadway was like...
He's like, you need to watch this with me. So we essentially watched Parade with Lynn. So
our new bestie. Thanks, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn. Nice to see you. I hope we get to catch up on coffee soon.
Would love to meet and hang. We were the two girls that were starstruck by the box office. Literally. That didn't have
He's like, everyone was starstruck. Like, I don't remember. But
it was a moment that I will cherish. I was like, oh my God, he looked back at us.
I know. He did. He did. Because my face was still like...
Yeah. No, I didn't. My face was the same.
Yeah. And I think that's why he smirked. Because he like looked back at us and we're both still like... just frozen in time, just frozen. And it was so interesting because you didn't see people talk to him.
No,
like I don't know. He also he does keep it very low key. Like he dresses down. On. Yeah,
people didn't notice.
That's what I'm saying.
Like people didn't even notice what was happening.
No, and I'm like, you're in the presence of greatness.
The ticketing people were like, "Can you guys clear away?" Like no one even noticed. Everyone was so frantic. Before a play, people are fucking frantic.
Oh, I'm antsy. I'm so scared.
Well, everyone gets there like literally 15 minutes before, and then they can't get everyone in time, and they're like, we're starting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyways, it was a magical time. After that, after our play discussion, we had an amazing moment. Also, we met up with about 12 fellow girls, 10, 12 fellow girls, New York
girls,
which was so exciting. We had a little drink happy hour. It's from like 6:30 to 8:30. It was super fun. I can't believe how many people made it out. We love you guys so much. It truly like made my heart.
No, it was life-affirming.
It was so sweet. And like all of you guys are so kind. And just the fact that you would come and show up just to hang out with us.
Well, you were saying like you were talking to a few of them and they were like, you were asking like where'd they come from in the city. And like some of them were coming deep.
Yeah.
Deep,
like
far
taking
away.
ferries.
Yeah.
Like literally crazy.
And it was so cool because we got to meet some people that have been like OG girl fans, like Sam from Vibing on Vinyl.
Saint
Wavy, my boy, finally. I got to hang out with.
Cool. Like we really had such a great time. Musicians came.
Yes.
Other fellow podcasters, PR companies.
Girly Action, the team at Girly Action I'm obsessed with. Like it was just so cool. And we had such interesting conversations about the music industry.
Yeah.
Like it was
so cool.
Again, it was very life and career affirming.
Yeah, it was like we're doing something right here. Because everyone was like, we want to have more of these. And like that's really what we would love to do is just really create this community full of people that are so talented, so caring, so kind.
And everyone was connecting with one another.
I know. We basically did like a whole fucking networking thing.
It was my dream come true.
Amazing.
And then I died.
Oh my God, and then you guys.
The vileness. So I don't know what happened, y'all. Like the most embarrassing probably moment of my life that I'm just going to block out forever. We went to eat right before.
We saw Sweeney Todd that day, and then we went to eat at this place called Amor Loco, and it's in Times Square.
Can't recommend. I had chicken tortilla soup. By the way, Ashley and I had been like sharing food all day.
We only had breakfast that day too, so this was like it.
Yeah.
And then I had nachos, and we shared those.
Yes, a little bit. And then I had the tortilla soup. So we're sitting at this little event, having a great time. I'm having a drink.
Yeah.
Not even like...
And you didn't even have a drink at dinner. You didn't even touch your margarita.
Yeah. So
like didn't drink anything.
Wasn't
really
drunk, wasn't like dying. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, it is hot. I'm like, and by the way, we're sitting outside. And
I'm like, literally, I'm talking to Wavy across like, on the other side of you, and I'm like, Kelsey, you do not look good.
Yes. And all of a sudden I was like, nope, I don't feel good. And then stand up to about to like run to the bathroom. Vomit everywhere
well,
behind Ashley.
in your hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Thankfully, so we were walking out from behind the table. We were like against the wall.
Yes.
And thankfully it wasn't on my back because I like moved out and then she was like, oh God, it threw up in your hand, which I've never seen Kelsey do ever. You. This was like your body turning on you. It was definitely like a moment of like it's trying to get something out.
Yes. Mad at whatever happened.
Food poisoning.
1,000%.
So, and it was like 4 hours after dinner.
Yes.
So it was kind of like it was 8:30, 9-ish. So right before we were going to leave too. It was like.
I was literally like, what? I looked at Ashley and was like, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel good. And just my body clearly was like, fuck whatever you just
Yeah, it was
ate.
Weird.
It was like, get out.
Yes.
Get out
so
of me.
That happened. We like went down in the bathroom as there's like literally only like 5 people left, which was still
Thank God. You're welcome to the few who didn't get the puke show.
Yeah. Oh my God. So there's like 5 of us left and Kelsey and I go down the bathroom and we're like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Literally.
Like, I'm like, you're fine.
I'm like, just kill me now. Like just take me and just put my body out
and then
for the pigeons to nest in.
And then the weirdest part is like we're talking and we're like, okay, we just gotta go because you don't feel good. But you're like, yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
We get back up there and we sit back down at the table. No. And I don't know what we were thinking. It was such a weird moment where like I feel like we both just weren't thinking because there was like a traumatic experience.
There was nothing happening in my brain.
So like we asked for the check and they take a while. Ugh. Meanwhile, there's like vomit over there. I put like a napkin on the floor. Like it was very weird.
It was fine.
And
as we leave,
so we
I vomit again.
In the bushes.
So I'm like at this point just booking it out of there because thank God our hotel was across the street.
Thank God.
And thank God I didn't vomit up at the elevator. You know what I mean?
There were so many moments. But it was a crazy thing though. I've never seen. It had to have been food poisoning
because
it was like literally
4 hours.
From that dinner. It was 4. I think food poisoning is like 4 or 6 hours. And then like you threw up at the dinner, you threw up in the bushes, and then you threw up one big throw up when we were in the room. Like I thought you died for a second.
I did die.
And then you passed out and it was done.
Yes.
You woke up, had coffee, you were
was
back.
Fine.
So
rallied.
So it makes sense that it was soup because that's like probably easy to throw up.
That's what, and like chicken.
Some people get food poisoning for literally dead.
Yes. So, and I literally think my body is so good at being like, honey.
Apparently,
you know?
Like literally couldn't even stay
You know what would have been worse? If I shit myself. So honestly, a win's a win in that situation. That's all I'm saying. But to the few people who saw me violently puke, I love you. Thank you for not hating me.
Yeah. No one's gonna hate. I was like, people have to understand, like that just fucking happened.
I know, but it's just like of fucking course.
Yeah,
you know, it's an of fucking course.
It's not like
moment.
A great moment.
No, it's not your finest. You know, it's not. You don't look great when you're just violently vomiting. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's something that happens when Kelsey and I. We are like,
we are prone to the
we're
weirdest
kind of the
shit.
Jennifer Lawrence of
life.
If we were to like ever be famous, we just things happen to us.
Oh my God, we trip.
I spilled a whole glass of wine on my laptop in the plane. So that happened on our way there to New York, and it's right here, and it's
working.
Still, it's a fine beast. Nothing happened. I had a grandma Jean behind. When we got up, this bitch, when we got up, she was like, this happened like 2 hours in, so we still had like 2.5 hours left of the flight. Whatever, the laptop was fine.
Her leggings are soaked, by the way.
All of it covered in wine. But this old grandma Jean, when we got up from the flight, she literally
locked eyes on you immediately.
She's been waiting the whole flight for this because she was like catty corner from the seat, and she was literally like, "They should have cut you up. You spilled your whole wine on your laptop." And I was like, "That was literally the beginning of my second glass. The whole glass spilled." So shut the hell up, Grandma Jean. Like so annoying.
So annoying.
Those people that just want to like sprinkle bitterness around.
They
like
do.
Fuck off.
But like that's a casual week in Ashley and Kelsey's life. You know what I mean? Like public vomiting, wine spilling. I truly worry about us.
Out there, like literally.
Hi.
Come hang out with us.
The star has made her debut.
Have anything to say, Rue?
She probably does. Oh, are you barking at the mean old horses? Are you starting shit? Can you woo? Can you woo? No. When you're put on.
All right, we're almost done. The camera's gonna die.
Okay. So
Anyways, that's our New York trip. It was amazing.
We cannot wait. We've actually had some few people ask if we can do something like this in other cities, Chicago, and I said that. So we're really hoping we can start making this a bigger thing. If you think we should come to your city and hang out with y'all,
say hey.
Hi. We agree, Rue. So launching into our rooster.
Anyways,
this week's podcast feature song, super excited. This is Jazzy. It's Jazzy, but she goes fun. Jazzy. And she is from LA. And this is her single Helmet. And it's
so fun.
A Gen Z.
It's a sassy bop.
Sassy bop.
Yeah.
It is wild. She is an American Indian pop singer-songwriter who grew up in a small town in India. Wow. So she, is from India and came over here at a young age and essentially to work on music, to work on her career. And when you visually see what she, her artistry, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
She's got vibrant hair. She's so confident in herself. It's really, really fun to see.
Yeah.
21, of course.
Love that. The sassiness.
But she never allows the culture clashes and the limitations of her upbringing to blur her creative vision. She's got a very much do it yourself or die kind of mind frame, which I think is really badass. And same. Not same.
No, we said the badass at the same time.
We did. Oh my God. It's because we clearly think you're a badass. She actually has an EP out now that just came out at the end of April called Scribbles, which Helmet is on. But we would love to feature this song because it is, like we said.
Yeah, it's going to pump you up right now.
Sassy, a little goofy, a little like, Transviolet meets Remy Wolf meets, just a little bit of that spice.
Yeah, it's so
spicy.
Fun.
So have fun listening to Jazzy's song Helmet. We'll be right back with some new music picks for you right after this. Woo!
Life's tough. Get a helmet. I'm sweet with a candy cane face. 1, 2, 3, let 'em all eat cake. Pretty girl, rich girl, I'm a fucking ace. Boom, 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 I'm royal, so I reign. I don't ever feel the need to be on fucking time. Rich bitch, I'm 8-bit fine. And the up, I don't decline. Step up, your baseline crime. Hey, wasn't that great to meet you? So let's not do this again. Your eyes couldn't meet mine in a 5-minute conversation. Nah, what the heck is up with that? Try so hard and just fall flat. Copy me, but you still lack. What a bummer, I'll pass. Life's tough, get a helmet. Sweet with a candy cane face. 1, 2, 3, let 'em all eat cake. Pretty girl, rich girl, I'm a fucking ace. Boom, 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 I'm royal, so I reign. I don't ever feel the need to be on fucking time. Rich bitch, I'm 8-bit fine. And the up, I don't decline. Step up, your baseline crime. Dear diary, I'm more fabulous than I was 5 minutes ago. I don't need friends, I need more champagne. Excuse me. Wake up, no makeup, I'm hotter than hell. I'm a queen, dopamine, put you under spell. Mind your business and sip your tea. Don't sip champagne while I do me. Life's tough, get a helmet. Sweet with a candy cane face. 1, 2, 3, let 'em all eat cake. Pretty girl, rich girl, I'm a fucking ace. I'm royal, so I reign. I don't ever feel the need to be on fucking time. Rich bitch, I'm 8-bit fine. On the up, I don't decline. Step up, your baseline crime. Life's
And we're back.
Yes! We hope you enjoyed Jazzy's new song, Helmet. we are about to dive in to
Deep down.
your favorite part. See, this is why we need the soundboard.
Yep.
We have 3 picks each, and I think I'm gonna let
you have novels
start.
written. I don't have that much.
I
written.
always have novels written, though.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You know, but I can start.
You start.
Okay. I'm very excited to present to everyone Eloise and her album Drunk on a Flight. I've been super highly anticipating this album because I heard her single Drunk on a Flight, I think like January. Like it was one of the first New Music Friday songs. I was like, fuck yes, this is gonna be my jam. She is from the UK. She is 23 years old. Oh my god. But she shows this like witty, self-deprecating type of lyric with like the intricacies of relationships, breakups, just anything kind of like in that realm she talks about on this album.
The whole vibe.
The whole vibe, Drunk on a Flight.
Yeah.
Therapist. She has a song called Therapist.
Love that.
My favorite, where she talks about like, boy, you need therapy. You know, but I ain't going to be your therapist.
Yeah, no.
You know? She has this like jazzy pop 60s girl sound kind of vibe going, which perfectly fits her voice that kind of just floats through the album, but she brings like a punch when she needs it. You know, you'll just be like, boom, bait. You know, like a little extra spice.
Yeah,
sassy spice. I really, really love the storytelling on this album. I think it's very, very in the middle ground of like Olivia Rodrigo, even Taylor Swift in terms of her lyrics. It's just really good. It's really good. It's good pop.
It's been on my list.
It was on my list forever because I wanted a moment with
Yeah.
it, and I'm so glad I finally took a moment to be with it. So go listen to Eloise's album. It's called Drunk on a Flight. My favorite songs are the self-titled song, Therapist, and Make It Better.
Ooh.
Enjoy. Tater's gonna snore.
Tater snoring.
He's really snoring. He like literally was awake like a second ago, by the way.
I know. How does he do that? He was like rustling. He's like
me though. It's
amazing.
Can sleep anywhere.
Passed out. Okay, so my first one is it's an EP.
Okay.
And it's by Mare One Soul or Mary Soul.
Yeah, I think Murray Soul.
It's just like a one.
Yeah. It's like Juliet with her exclamation
Yes.
point. Yes.
Okay, so Mary Soul and her EP Different.
Okay.
So Mary Soul is an R&B neo soul Argentinian goddess.
Ooh, Argentinian.
Yes.
Ooh, the narcoleptic Argentinian. That's all I can think about from Moulin Rouge.
Yes. So she's amazing. An EP written to help people celebrate their differences and love who they are. So I already freaking love that.
That is
and it's
so your
R&B
jam.
and neo soul. So like give it all to me.
Double whammy for Ashley.
Amazing. I'm obsessed. She has an incredible voice, and most of her EP is in English, which is incredible because it's her second language.
Whoa.
Yeah,
so does she live in Argentina?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, but she clearly.
But she's from Spanish.
Spanish is her.
Yeah, I'm pretty
language.
sure Spanish is the dominant language in Argentina.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would assume Spanish.
Yeah.
She does speak Spanish throughout some of the
That's
songs.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's there's only a little bit in there, but it's mostly in English. So I find that fascinating. Like
That must be so hard.
I mean, like if you just grow up, like people that are from South America and Mexico, like you just grow up learning English.
Yes.
Which is so smart to just do it when your kids are young. In America, they don't do that. You get like a Finnish teacher that's teaching you Spanish. It's stupid. Like I don't know. I didn't learn a lot.
No.
Because it's not like a priority.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you get to 6th grade.
Yeah, and then
you do a language.
Yeah.
When really that shit should be taught
like
as a
second, third,
preschool.
yes.
You know,
like when you're
learning
right out
to
of the
speak.
womb. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's definitely
Which
something
I
my kids
always
are
wish and hope the U.S. will eventually do with Spanish, because I feel like it's such an important,
has to, yes.
especially in California. It's so, I wish I could speak any form of Spanish because it would help so much more.
Kind of, a little bit.
Yeah, I
But
took
it's-
French.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Well, French is actually a popular language as well. That's probably like...
In France?
Well, no, because...
Here?
In Montreal, they speak it.
They speak a different... Yeah, they speak a little different French, though.
And don't they speak French in other parts of the world, too?
I think New Guinea, Papua New Guinea. Like that, the French Polynesian islands, I'm sure they speak French.
Yeah. Anyways.
Not as good as Spanish, though.
Yeah. Spanish is definitely, because you can do like Italian.
Yes.
And Portuguese.
Yes.
And there's a bunch that kind of relate, so you can kind of get by a little bit.
A little bit better than not knowing.
Difficult.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Side note.
We're back.
Sidebar Nation.
Sidebar Nation. Languages. That's basically all I really found on Marisol. I'm so excited. She does have one album that came out in 2019, but I'm thinking there's going to be another one this year. Fingers crossed. I'm just so excited to see what's next for her. Favorite tracks, City B and IDC.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be like City. Did I spell it right? Because that looks weird.
I love that whenever I do that. I'm like, wait, am I smart?
Because it's BIH. Yeah.
B? City B. Like City Bitch.
City Bitch. Yeah, but it's City B.
City B.
I said it right. Okay.
I like it.
All right, we're fine. Don't second guess myself.
You put I think you put IDC, I don't care, in a playlist or something.
Yeah, I put her shit everywhere from that EP because I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I need to listen to the full thing, but I really did like that one song.
No, it's so good. So that's my first one.
Another banger choice, Ash. My second one is also an EP. This is Sister Ray with her EP called Teeth. And this is also coming out of Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeehaw. Edmonton, to be specific. Her name is actually Ella Coys. And she is the Sister Ray moniker. It's the perfect spring sad girl EP. Very folky, very Americana-y.
Is it an EP?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like she did the waterfall.
It's the 4 songs.
Yes. Yeah. It's the waterfall EP thing.
It's an EP.
She's been releasing music since only last year. She had an album in 2022 called Communion. So this is kind of her new era, sad girl era maybe.
Love that.
But it is very much along the lines of like Julian Baker. Just really intense lyrics paired with like folk Americana kind of sounds. She says this quote, I'm going to read it directly, because this EP is so much more personal. It has a heavy emphasis on like those mid-20s life questions of like, who am I? What am I doing?
Yeah, feel that.
Why the fuck am I here? Kind of thing. But she says of her self-titled single called Teeth, I wrote this song while I was feeling like some of my most fond memories I clung to and preserved through my own fantasy and lore began to slip out of my grasp. I felt betrayed, as if I had dedicated my life to a false prophet. And that hit me.
Yeah.
Because I like have been through so many iterations of like myself and like what I want to be like with musical theater, with radio, and now here.
And things just like not working out.
Yeah. And like life being like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
So I really connected with this EP. She's a very stunning intellectual and introspective view on life.
Yes.
And she warbles kind of like a country singer, like a lonely country singer.
Yeah.
Like amazing. A Hank Williams kind of, like Loretta Lynn, like yeehaw, baby. And it's a really beautifully intimate EP. Again, if you enjoy Julian Baker, Pool Blood, or Georgia Harmer, this is going to be your next favorite discovery. You're welcome. So my favorite songs on the EP, single, whatever it's called.
It's an EP. I just saw her note.
Oh, good. Thank you. Bless. The new EP is All Dogs Go to Heaven, Pressing Down, and Teeth. Go check it out.
I'm excited to listen.
Your sad girl era is going to be elevated.
Oh, damn.
Like, think Perla with Effort, but like a little heavier than even that.
Perla,
you know
Effort,
what I mean?
I'm obsessed.
No, that song is going down as one of the best songs in history. So.
Amazing. I just added that to my list.
Yeah.
My next artist I want to talk about is Lighthearted and their album From Here On Out.
Yes.
So have you listened to this?
No, but we talked about this last week.
Yeah, I keep talking about it.
And ma'am, I have so many to listen to.
I get it. But that's why I'm here to tell you about it.
I know. So it's going to be now higher up on my list.
Yes.
You know.
So it is an incredible. So Lighthearted is an incredible folk band from Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
It includes twin sisters Gracie and Eliza. So I find that to be very fun.
I love that.
Yes. You'll get major like The Head and the Heart, Big Thief vibes from this. Yes. It's so good. Lyrically very like diary-esque, which we love.
Yes.
From Here on Out is the band's debut album, and they are currently on a mini tour in the South. So check it out. They're like going to Texas and a few other places. Gracie Hoffman, so one of the twin sisters, she writes most of the songs and is kind of like is the visionary I read for like the project.
Okay.
But I mean, it's the two of them, and they have like 3 people in the band: a drum, bass, guitarist.
Wow.
So
do they both sing?
I don't know.
Okay. Is there like a lot of harmonies in it?
There's a man that sings also.
Oh, so
There's
very
male
The Head and the
vocals.
Heart-ish.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I
There's
see
male
the vibe.
vocals but
like Wild Rivers too, right?
yes.
Okay.
Kind of that vibe, but definitely like very much sounds like The Head and the Heart. You can tell they get a lot of inspo.
Oh,
I know, which I've kind of been like dying for that sound. It's a different kind of sound.
Oh,
yeah.
Rivers and roads.
Yes.
That song's about.
Dude, can I just play you so you can hear this?
Very Wild Rivers-esque.
It's almost more, I feel like The Head and the Heart. It has like that same kind of vibe. Wild Rivers is a little poppier.
But even, what's the Wild Rivers song I'm thinking? I can see what you're saying. There's a lot more upbeatness in Wild Rivers.
There's more like instruments in this.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait to listen to this now.
It sounds a little more southern.
Yeehaw.
I think is how
the title of this episode is just called Yeehaw at this point.
Yeehaw.
Broadway babies and yeehaws.
So anyways, sorry, just additional Kelsey little vibe of it. But I love the way that Gracie writes. She mentions in an interview with Flagpole magazine that I like to hide behind metaphors. So if people are listening to a song and they know bits and pieces about my life, but they don't know exactly what's going on because it's shrouded in the things that's not me.
Ooh.
I know. I find that so cool.
Yeah. Again, people are like so intellectual when it comes to discussing their art.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like there's a lot more to it.
Especially people that like really believe in it. They're
Yes.
like, I know what I'm doing and it's for this reason. And I
Yes.
just feel like they are on like the precipice of something great because of the vision
That's amazing.
that they have. So definitely one to watch. Debut album, listen to it. If you love folk music, yeah. It's up on the top of my list right now.
Fuck yes.
Favorites from here on out, The Cold Riverside.
That's amazing. I cannot wait to listen to this. But it's interesting because I just had this conversation with an interview I did with April, and she was talking to me about how like you know, some of the songs she writes are not autobiographical. Like she likes putting on a literary type of sparkle to it.
Yes.
So it's like that almost kind of reminds me of that where this obviously Gracie is like kind of putting in Easter eggs of her life, you know,
very
and like
very like some people would say Taylor Swift-esque.
Very.
Yeah.
People love
writing the
Easter egg.
metaphors,
Yes.
like
Yes.
Easter egging everything
Yes.
around. Like this is my life, but it's also like not my life. Good luck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's very such a good project, and
Yeah, I'm
obsessed.
so excited to listen to this now. It's going to the top of me. The top of me list.
The top of me list.
My last pick is actually an album I listened to this morning and I can't stop. Girlhood. They are a UK duo. And their newest album is called The Lowdown. And I just want to preface this beautiful little album by saying this duo met in the most amazing business meet cute way ever.
Love that.
So Christian, who is the male part of the band, he lives on the canals of London on a boat.
Oh, what?
Where he produces, makes music, does a lot of beat kind of stuff. The beautiful singer of Girlhood, Tessa, was just walking her cute little booty down the canals of London, where she ran into Christian on his boat, where I think he was making music, and I think something happened where they both were like, oh yeah, I sing, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he invited her on the boat to make some jams.
What?
And then they were like planning on meeting, but he forgot to get her number. and he had to find her on like social media like days later.
What?
They finally found each other, and now they are this duo girlhood. And if you actually look at their Spotify page, you'll notice there's, if you go all the way down to like their bio, like there's a billion collaborators in this band.
Oh my God, how fun.
It is so much fun. Ashley, you would fucking love this.
Oh, I just added it, so it's happening.
Groovy beats. We've got, he says he does a cut and paste kind of quality like the Avalanches, which is one of my favorite electronic bands.
Yeah.
But you know, the Avalanches recently have gotten groovy as fuck.
We love
Funky,
groovy tunes. I am
groovy,
here for it.
And then Tessa's voice is this very neo soul R&B.
I love this photo.
I know, this very neo soul R&B kind of vibe, kind of paired with it. There's a lot of like kind of spoken poetry, like beat poetry kind of thing. A lot of Afro-Caribbean influence.
This sounds amazing.
This is your summer album, folks. This is your summer album. It's so much fun. You can hear just the influences range from Moby. They love Moby.
Oh, wow.
Which who doesn't? They love an Afrobeat artist whose name is Pharaoh Saunders. And again, the Avalanches, big influence. So,
I'm so excited.
I was making coffee this morning and enjoying my life. I was grooving in it. This is why I'm in such a good mood today.
I know. God, it really sets you off to a good start.
It sets you up for a good start.
Yeah, I love that.
And honestly, just a fun overall album. Like, nothing so serious. Nothing like, oh my God, whew, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Like what we were just kind of talking about. Yeah. Way more just fun, summery, light, airy goodness. My favorite tracks on it are Forever Shine, Manhattan Street Band, and Sunrise. And those are my picks.
Dang. Amazing.
You're going to love this album.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait for you to get
this sounds like my fucking jam. And I'm so sad it's from April.
I know. What
the
F?
There are too many albums.
We're going to die. Our ears are going to explode.
Zero May.
I'm like 2.
0.
Yeah.
It's May 22nd. So we're fucked.
Our job's really good.
It's fine. My last pick.
Yeah, go. This is a pick. This is the pick you've been waiting for, friends.
I just have to, because I have a lot to say. My final pick is a single, so we're fine. We're not diving in, but there's a lot behind this.
Thank you.
And this is Boys Like Girls. Their new single Blood and Sugar, and I just want to be like, they're back, baby.
They're back, baby.
They're back. They left us, and I sent Kelsey a TikTok where basically they made like a documentary esque TikTok where the lead singer, I don't know what his name
was like writing a letter.
Basically to like his fans, and it was just basically saying like they disappeared and they just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, but they have been friends the entire time. But they
making
just
music the entire time.
Yeah, but they all started families and they all got different jobs. It's such a cute story because it's really funny because the lead singer also writes songs for other people. So he was writing songs for other people, and then he showed the guys this new song, and they were like, that's a Boys Like Girls song, so they're coming back,
which is so cool that you can still kind of create in that Boys Like Girls mindset. And I think the resurgence of pop punk helps
100%. And I will say this sound is a little bit different. I want to go back to their old stuff. Okay, so The Great Escape, iconic. Their self-titled album, Boys Like Girls, came out in 2006. So we were 16.
The prime of our life.
The prime age for this shit.
Yeah.
And everyone always says that Never Say Never wrote the iconic emo anthem. You know what? Never Shout Never.
Oh, yeah.
Never Shout Never. Okay. Remember that song that everyone says is the emo song?
Yes.
It's not the emo song.
No.
Because Heroine acoustic version.
Ooh. Changed your life forever.
I used to listen to that song on re-fucking-peat. Do you remember that song?
I'm sure I do.
I feel like a hero.
Oh my God.
You're my heroine.
That is a bop.
Like,
that's Boys Like Girls. See, I don't even remember this at this point.
Yes.
Whoa.
That song is so iconic.
Iconic in your life.
Oh my God. Like, I feel like that is the emo song of that time.
Yes.
Like, that song was so fucking good. And they had so many good songs. Thunder is another one that's just a bop.
Sure.
They collabed with Taylor Swift, which I find fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious. I really enjoyed his, like, as he was speaking, you know, he was like, it was very clear that, like, they didn't disappear due to, you know,
the band issues. They literally just, like, were like, we did.
But it did seem like he was an addict at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think someone in the band went through some addiction issues or something like that. But I think now as a whole, they're older than us.
They're probably a little, they're probably
they have to be older than us. They weren't 16 when they were, you know, they were in their early 20s.
Young. Paramore was like literally our age.
But I think they were probably like early 20s.
They're probably like
late 30s.
I'm curious.
If we're 33,
let's take bets.
I bet you they're
38. Oh, okay, we think the same.
30, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were thinking way. Martin Johnson, who's like literally his face is so familiar.
A baby angel. Wait, it is familiar.
37.
Dead on.
He like literally, I feel like
they were in their 20s when they came out with their first album.
Yeah. So the band's back. Their sound is more, I would say, rock. It's not as pop punk.
I'm okay with
that.
So
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's very much like, it sounds like adults. And I'm like proud of that.
Yeah. I was going to say, you have to almost, if you're going to come back, you almost have to have a little bit of
it sounds older
sound.
And I love it. It's almost like, it's kind of like a little Def Leppard-ish vibe.
Oh,
it's very like rock vibe.
Yeah. I really hope that when if they tour again, I really hope they do play some of their old bangers.
Fuck, I gotta know now.
Like now, I need to.
There are no dates. Okay, well,
yeah, the first single just came out. You know, like give it a second. But it'll be interesting to see how they do from here. You know,
I'm excited.
There's buzz happening about this song. I've seen it, you know, on TikTok and even in our own Discord. Like it's very interesting that now new people are coming onto the Boys Like Girls team.
Crazy.
Welcome. So nice to meet you.
We were like little children.
We
need to like post a photo. I need to find like one of my like super emo with my chain wallet and my the used shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a
like
lot.
a MySpace selfie.
I had like the belt that was the like the belt, the seat belt.
Yes. Or like the stud. The ones that like would fucking hurt you. Yeah. Oh, I loved those.
We were cool. We were super cool.
So cool.
But anyways, that's my last pick.
Love it.
I'm so amped.
Yes.
We love
this resurgence.
I love the resurgence, and I also like love a comeback story.
I love a comeback story.
Yes. And it's a little bit different than like the other bands coming back because I feel like they've been doing shit for a long time now.
And they
Boys
keep
Like
their
Girls,
sound pretty much.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But I kind of like a rebirth. Like even he was like, it felt weird singing the same old songs.
Yeah, like they're not him. They're just not them anymore.
We're not them.
Yeah.
I know. So it's
I love this.
We love it.
I love this.
We love a comeback.
We do.
And that's it, folks.
Wonderful. Well,
that's all, folks.
Yeehaw.
You are yeehawing.
I'm yeehawing all day.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm in the southern mood, Miss Ma'am.
Oh my gosh. Should we post the end of this my video for Sweeney Todd outfit?
Sweeney Todd? Oh my God. Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. But thank you all so much for joining us. As always, don't forget we have a playlist with all the songs we just mentioned. Please go check it out on Spotify. It is regularly updated every Monday.
It's got the bops
and the bangers. And go check out our Discord. We're popping off there.
We are. It's super fun. The link is in our bio on Instagram.
Yes.
If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us. If you don't follow us on YouTube, follow us.
Amen, sister friend.
Please.
We are having a really fun community discussion around our new artist discoveries, older artist discoveries, just a really good, safe environment to talk about the music you love.
Yeah,
so
it's
come
fun.
join us. It's so
love
much
it.
fun. We love it. And we love you all so much. Again, thank you to the girls who came out and hung out with us in New York.
We love you guys so much. It really like made
us so
made
happy.
us.
Yeah, it made our
us,
entire world.
My heart fluttered.
My heart fluttered. I tried to do Irish. I couldn't do it. Thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.